Oof. Looking rough this morning. Rough, rough, rough. Good morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning, everybody, and welcome to Coffee Talk. It is Tuesday, May 26th, I think. I hope you all had a peaceful, reflective Memorial Day weekend. Shout out to everybody who gave me names to read yesterday of loved ones, friends, and family that they lost to, or people who served who have passed away. Do you really go to Starbucks every day? Not every day, but a lot of days. It's right next to my dog's daycare. So it's like my one vice. Anyway, so today is my wedding anniversary. 13 years today. To anybody else who is celebrating a wedding anniversary today, happy wedding anniversary to you. Marriage. I am going to get right to the point. It's starting to rain. Here comes the rain again, falling on my head like a memory. So thank you for all the happy anniversaries. Happy birthday to everybody whose birthday it is today. It looks like today's a lot of people's birthdays. I wanted to tell you guys the truth about what I learned about being married for 13 years. I learned that everything I knew about myself, everything I was fearful about myself approaching marriage was real. That every single thing about me that I thought this part of me is going to struggle with being married, this part of me is going to struggle with being married, this part of me that is fearful of marriage is going to struggle with being married. Marriage, even to the right person, does not quelch the issues you have coming into your marriage. All of the Jamie issues I had coming into this marriage, I still had or have. Being married to Michael did not quelch any of those issues whatsoever, which tells me that all of the issues I had coming into this marriage were mine and mine alone. I learned that a person, no matter how good they are for you, cannot fix you. They cannot fix you. They cannot heal you. All they can do, if they are healthy for you, is comfort you along the way, be a sounding board, things like that. But whatever issues you're bringing into the marriage are issues that you need to deal with because they're your issues. And every part of me that was like, ooh, I don't know if I should get married. I'm not really marriage material. That was all real. Just because I married the right person for me doesn't mean that I don't still have all of those, like, maybe Jamie shouldn't get married. Maybe marriage is not right for her. And then people go, but don't you love him? Like, yeah. Yes, I love him. But I'm going to let y'all in on a little secret. Love is not enough to make a happy marriage. It is absolutely not enough to make a happy marriage. If it was, there'd be very few divorces. So I have had 13 years to reflect on the fact that when I said I don't know if I should get married, I'm not really the marrying type. That's real. I don't know. I still don't know if I should be married. I'm not really the marrying type. I never needed it. I never believed in it. I think monogamy is bullshit. I think it's goes against our nature. And I understand why it's not healthy for people to be running around in the streets just boning each other. But like the whole notion that the whole stipulation around committing your life to someone, the notion that we put so much importance on physical monogamy. I mean, that is like the make or break for everybody with marriage. It's too much for me. It's too much. You're taking the least natural part of marriage and you making it like magnified for me. That, to me, that makes me feel like, nope. I don't love that. I don't love that. It's that, like, and who determined that? And I know we all believe in God, but like, who determined that? What money person was like, let's make marriage a business? Because it's a business. We got contracts, legal documents, whole wedding planner businesses, flowers, cakes, all kinds of shit. And I get it, but like every issue that I had coming into marriage, every fear, every concern, every Jamie problem I had coming in, I still have. I still, like, Michael didn't fix any of that. And I'm just saying, I don't remember reading about Adam and Eve's big wedding in the Bible. Just saying. I read the Old Testament and I was looking for the wedding thing. I was like, who married them? The snake? Who was Todd Crisley? Who married them? Turns out they weren't married. Just saying. I'm just saying, have you ever thought about doing hair? Girl, no. I cannot even do my own hair. So look, people always want to know, my nail color. Sis, I think everybody here is kind of losing their minds. We've all been inside too long. My hair looks like doo-doo and my nails are not painted. Would like to have Father Bob weigh in, especially regarding divorce. I've had numerous conversations with Father Bob about my feelings on marriage and my feelings on divorce. Sharon K says, I've never been married, but if love is not enough, then what is? That's like saying you're making beef tacos and the only thing you have is beef. You're not making beef tacos. You're making beef. Period. You could have the best beef in the world. Okay? It could be the finest, freshest beef. You could have stroked that cow, raised that cow up, named the cow. You could love the cow. Shit, you could have nursed that cow from your own teat. You could have ground that cow up. That's the best, freshest beef ever beef in the beef world. If all you have is beef, you're not making beef tacos, you're making beef. Period. Love is not enough for a happy marriage. It's just not. And marriage is not for everybody. And here's the thing. I know that everybody wants to come to Coffee Talk because Michael and I are still married and we're couple goals and you admire us and whatever. The reason I tell you the truth about how I feel is so, like, I just don't ever want to be a disappointment to you guys. Because I don't know. We're married today. We made it another year. We made it another week. But this shit is hard and it does not come natural to me. And you know what? And he's not the work on it, really work, show up every day and work. He's the, I get by with a little help from my friends guy. I made it 13 years of marriage. Yeah. Right. Because we're on that piece of wood together, Rose and Jack. And I said, I'll never let go, Jack. And I never let go. I'm just dragging your ass with the current. And you're just happy to be on the damn door. You know, like, I'm just keeping it 100. Okay? So, marriage is like, you have to look at marriage like a business. We created it like a business, then you got to look at it like a business. You can't just fold the house because the house beat you a couple of times. You can't just fold. Like, it's a business. You have assets, both human and physical. You have wills and money and children and all kinds of shit. Like, if we're going to go into it like a business, then you got to act like it's a business. You know what I'm saying? Like, what are you willing to walk away from if this business goes under? That's what you have to decide. I'm just saying, I came into this marriage with a lot of issues about marriage. And my parents were married till the day my father died. I didn't come from a broken home. I came from a marriage that had some 80s issues, we'll call them. But, you know, like the Rose and Jack example's a pretty good example of marriage. She was all, I'll never let go, Jack. And then he died on the board. What was she supposed to do? Drag his dead ass for the next, however many days it was going to be till somebody rescued her? No. Like, if you're not going to kick your feet, Jack, if you're not going to help, Jack, I'm going to have to let go, Jack. I'm going to have to let go. You can't just be dead on this board. Dead in the house and I'm in the house dead. Dead on the board and I'm bored and the dead on the board. No. You got to get off the board because you're going to take us both down. You know what I'm saying? You're going to take both down. You got to get off. I mean, I don't want to, I grew up in New Jersey. 80s issues, them key parties and shit. I'm just saying, I didn't come from a broken house. I came from a married family, but I guess I was just realistic about it. Like some people, and I don't want to shatter dreams. To the women and the girls watching right now and the men who are like, I don't see it that way and it's a gift and I just want to love and blah, blah, blah. Listen, I love it for you. Do it. Yes. You fucking drag that board, you kick your feet and you hold on to Jack. I love it for you. I absolutely love it for you. And I just like, there are days where I'm not in love. There are weeks I am not in love. Weeks, long weeks that become months that I am not in love. I always love, but I'm not in love. Sometimes I look at him and I'm like, oh, golly, no, hell no. Don't ever try to touch me because I will, and then, I get lucky. I don't know how. I have a cocktail. I don't know what it is. And then I'm like, you know what? You're kind of cute. Okay, you could come touch me. But like that's, and I'm sure he feels the same way. I'm sure he feels the same way. Y'all act like I just am over here picking on Michael all the time. No. I'm sure there are times where Michael is literally like, if this hard accent, Jersey loving, thick in the middle bitch don't get the F out of my face with the accent and the yelling and the demanding and the fucking go down on me all day long shit, he's probably like, get out of my space. Get out of my face, get out of my space, get out of my life. But look, we're still here. You know what I mean? So I just, like, I'm waiting for him to come out and be like, yep, I do feel that. I feel that. I have learned that, like, nothing makes marriage better other than two people who just want to make it better. Children don't make it better. Vacations don't make it better. Like, new houses don't make it better. Fucking trucks, great in-laws, other couples. Yo, when I tell you, nothing makes it better other than two people who are trying to make it better. Nothing. I don't care if he takes you around the world. I don't care if he buys you a new house. I don't care what it is. Band-Aid, 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 Band-Aid. Meanwhile, pow, 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 bullet hole, bullet hole, bullet hole. Band-Aid, 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 Band-Aid. Nah, you're going to be doing that Band-Aid bullet hole dance the rest of your life. You want to know what kind of dance married people do? That's what they do. Bullet hole, Band-Aid. Bullet hole, Band-Aid. For 50 fucking years. And if you're lucky, you make it to the end and you get to heaven and God's like, damn, you just riddled with bullet holes. I'm like, yeah, but look at all these Band-Aids. We worked it out. We worked it out. Okay? That's it. It's just a matter of who do you want to put the Band-Aids on your bullet holes. Sometimes you give yourself the bullet holes. True story. Sometimes you shoot yourself and then you go to them. I need a Band-Aid. Does Michael watch your coffee talk? No. Michael does not have social media. But I don't hide anything from Michael. Everybody's always pressed about Michael. Truthfully, I'm not saying you're pressed, but everybody is always pressed by Michael. I don't even know where he is. I swear to you on my nipples. I don't give a shit if Michael hears it, doesn't hear it, gets it, doesn't get it. He's going to agree. He's going to smile and try to be charming, but there is no part of him that is going to deny it. Okay, see now a damn gecko or some kind of lizard just ran past me, and this is what I mean about nature. You're just trying to sit outside and mind your business, and nature is just getting so close to me. There's a whole world out here. Why does the lizard have to run right under my feet? Now, okay, listen, I'm not saying that there is not love. There is love. There is absolutely love. I love him. That's my dude. That's my baby daddy. That'll always be my guy. That's my guy in there. That's my guy. I'm not always in love with him. I don't always want to touch him. I'm not always sexually attracted to him. There are times that I dream about running away. There are times that I think, why did I ever get married? Like, which is why we made it another week thing. But that is always my guy. I love my guy. I love him. I'm not always in love with him, but I love him. I would do anything in the world for Michael Sullivan. Anything. I would fight for him. I would defend him. I would protect him. I would bail him out. I have his back. That is my baby daddy. That is the father of my children. That's my guy. So at the end of the day, I may not be in love with you today. I may not ever want you to touch my body. You may not be we may not be in that space of marriage, but at the end of the day, you are my guy. You are my person. You are my best friend. Even though we have different definitions of friend sometimes, you're my best friend. And you are my baby daddy. And I love you for that. And I love you for this life. And I love you for showing up for me when I make it almost impossible for you to show up. So that's my dude. That's my dude. Like, even on the day that I don't like him, I'm not in love with him, I don't want to touch him, I'm ready to walk out, say some shit to Michael Sullivan and watch how quick you can get righty and lefty. I will always have that man's back. Always. That's my guy. But I wish he would come out here. I want him to. I think he's working out. I don't know what he's doing. But I wish he could sit with me and talk about it with you guys, because it's real. He's not in love with me every day. He doesn't want to smash me every day. Like, I had to beg the man to hug me. Like, let's not act like, he's fucking Chuck Woolery and this is some sort of love connection, okay? It is what it is. Here's the thing. The vows that, Michael! Hey, did you not hear me screaming? Can you come over here for a second? I'm doing coffee talk about 13 years of marriage. People are so concerned about you. They have so much. Look, he's scared, y'all. Come here. Don't be scared. Look, he got skinnier during quarantine and I got fatter. I would just like to say. Also, I eat a lot of peanut M&Ms. He does not. Okay, I want to ask you one question. Come here. He's nervous. People are very, okay, well, at least let them see you shit. Get right with the camera, baby daddy. Okay. People are always concerned about you. They think because I have such an honest opinion about marriage and how hard it is, that you are maybe somewhere don't feel loved or, you know what I mean? Like that maybe my rough exterior carries over into day-to-day being married to me. So I'm going to ask you seriously, which means don't be a wise ass. Yeah. Seriously, do you overall feel loved in this marriage? You do?
Absolutely.
Even on the days I'm not in love with you and I don't want to touch you and I can't stand you, do you still feel loved? You do? Are you happy we're still married? You are? Guys, I have to get him to go away now because he won't stop talking. The amount of talking this man does is offensive to me. Can you let somebody else get a word in? Give me a kiss. Oh, this is big for him. See, y'all? He's fine. You better say what I told you to say. He's fine. Even when I can't stand him, which is a lot, he always feels loved. That man knows he's loved. Like, I love him. That's my guy. But, no, he loves me. He's not pressed. Y'all worry so much about Michael. Y'all do not need to worry about him. For real. He's very handsome. Thank you. I didn't make him, but I'll let Carol Sullivan know you said so. I mean, I suppose that in the way we could be couple goals is that we do really try to keep it real. We do really try to keep it honest, you know? And I just say all of this to you so you know, like, the issues I have with marriage, I still have. You can't expect a man to fix your shit. You just can't. And I do think of all the people I could marry, he's the best for me because he truly lets me be me. Like 100%. Y'all see that body? Like, how are you going to be 57 in quarantine with that body? Like, it's like annoying. But anyway, I share this with you to keep it 150 on marriage. I love him. That's my guy. But, you know, it just is hard. It's so hard. It's so hard. Even when it's easy or even when it's good, it's so hard. That's all I can say. And I know that when you're getting married, you believe that the wedding is I don't want to be a downer, but the wedding is the peak. You know, the girls that peaked in high school, they were really fucking hot, and then you see them at the 20-year reunion and they're miserable and like let themselves go and they just whatever. The wedding is the peak. That wedding honeymoon shit, they set you up for like, come on, how are you going to put these girls in a great dress with all their family and friends and the best food and alcohol and a cake and a fucking song just for them, and then send them on a 14-day vacation and make it all about them, and then drop them off in the real world like, psych. Now the real work begins. What they should do is go backward. No, jump into the bills and the shit and all that. And if you make it, then you get the fucking party and the vacation. Whew. That's what I'm telling. Anyway. I guess I will take... Hi, Wesley. I will take just like 1 or 2 questions about marriage. Please try to keep it really to the topic. Let's see if anybody wants to talk. It isn't that I don't think I'm blessed, y'all. I know I'm blessed. I'm blessed. Hi, good morning.
Hi, Jamie. How are you?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm good.
What's your name?
Congratulations on 13.
Thank you. What's your name?
This is Luann.
Hi, Luann.
I'm in Indiana.
Okay.
And it's beautiful here today, finally. But we've been married for 42 years.
Woo! Chile!
2 grown children, 4 grandchildren, 5 dogs.
God bless.
And I just want to say it is work.
Huh.
But I love my husband with all my heart. But not every day with
Nope.
all my heart.
Nope.
And it hasn't always been perfect. And, I just want to say, it just bothers me when people don't work at it. It needs to be worked at. Excuse me, dogs.
Well, it needs to have 2 people working.
Yes, absolutely.
Because
and I have been, I'm fortunate because my husband chose me over alcohol twice in my life. And we've had a wonderful relationship with his sobriety. So I'm one of the fortunate ones.
That's awesome.
Because not everybody's that lucky.
Nope.
And I apologize, my dogs are going crazy because it's lunchtime for them. But anyway, I just want to say I love listening to you, and I know that marriage is difficult. No, you've got a point on as far as I'm concerned.
Thank you, Luann.
It's not a perfect scenario every single day.
No.
But I am also so grateful to have my husband, who is the love of, he's my guy. But stop. I'm on TV. Not really, but I'm also grateful to have him to grow old with.
Yeah.
We've worked hard to stay in love, to stay married, and now going into what I consider our twilight years. I'm 63 years old. I'm retired. He's soon to retire, and I'm just grateful to have him.
I love it. Listen, I love it. And you have done it, sis. You are the exception at this point. You've made it 42 years and you're still in love, and I love it for you.
So. And I also want to say that I feel we have set a good example for our children. And I feel like you were are doing that with your children as well.
Okay.
You know, you just keep fighting.
I do appreciate that, but I am going to tell you the truth because you love me and I can speak freely, right?
Sure.
I'm going to receive that compliment, but I'm not going to, I'm not going to, I'm going to receive those words, but I'm not going to carry them because I do not want to feel like if we don't make it, I have set the wrong example for my
absolutely.
children. So if we decide to separate at some point, it will be because it is the best decision for our family.
And I agree wholeheartedly because there were 2 times in my life where I was absolutely ready to walk out the door. And I would not have felt like I failed my children. I would have felt like I did right by them by leaving.
That's right, because 99.9% of the time, not always, but almost always, mothers do the absolute best thing they can for their children.
Absolutely.
Amen.
And it got to that point 2 times in my life. And like I said, those 2 times, he chose sobriety.
Amen.
You know, and one time it was for 23 years, and right now he's at 8 years. And so I feel like we're good. We're very good.
Well, I love you.
I love you too. Just keep it real.
Thank you. Have a great day.
You too.
Bye. Sweet, sweet friend. That was nice. All right, let's see what else people have to, oh, I don't know why y'all asked to be in and then you asked to go out. Let's see. Hi, good morning. How are you?
A hot mess.
What's your name?
Here, don't care.
What's your name?
Kelly.
Hi, Kelly. I'm Jamie.
Hi.
Hi.
Friend in my head.
What's going on? Are you married?
Been married this year was 21 years.
Nice.
In April. And it is work.
Whew.
It is work.
Say that, girl.
Every day. I'm not easy. He's not easy. But, you know, make the decision to stay and fight and work through it. Get help for one or both of us. Both of us have seen counselors and life coaches, and that's helped tremendously, especially in the last, say, 2 years.
That's awesome.
So, but their mental health is just as important as your own mental health.
Yep.
Because you can't do it without being on a level playing field, so to speak.
No, you can't service a car and put in broken parts. You just can't.
No, there have been times where it's been really hard. We both have depression and other things going on, and men are not always willing to, you know, admit that there's something wrong or I can handle it and it'll be fine. So
it's hard.
It's hard because there have been times where I'm like, I can't do it anymore. I can't live walking on eggshells.
Nope. God didn't put me on the earth for this. Nope. I was created to be outstanding. You can't be outstanding walking on eggshells. That just doesn't work. Counterproductive.
I hear that in my head, in your voice.
Great, because it's true. And I think that's the thing is like there's so much societal pressure to now I'm glad you decided to stay and work it out if that's what is right for you. But you know, I think I trust people enough to do what is right for them. If you say I stayed because that was what was right for me, then I trust that that is correct. If you say I'm leaving because that is what is right for me, it's what I need to do, then I trust that that is what is right for you.
Yeah.
That's just how I feel. Sweet Lil Mandy says, best advice for a couple about to get married. My advice is not traditional. You might not like my advice. I would say have the smallest wedding possible. bank as much of the money you can, because that is more important in the long run than the party. And honestly, renew your vows at 10 years and throw yourself a little shindig then. Because some of us look like whole fucking fools throwing these big ass weddings and getting divorced after 4 years. For real. We really do. We spend so much money and whatever. We got announcements in the paper. We're making such a big deal. Let's see how you do for a while before you start spending all that cash.
Yeah, when we got married, my husband said he wasn't going to start sending gifts until, because you have that year.
Yep.
According to Emily Post, he wasn't going to send wedding gifts till the year because nobody was making it long enough.
Exactly. This is what I'm talking about. And you know what's so funny is we spend so much time worrying about the ring and showing it off. I can't remember. I mean, granted, we're in quarantine, but I can't even remember the last time I wore my engagement ring. I wear my wedding band, but Michael bought me that, and it's gorgeous. But so what? I'll leave it to my kid, I guess. But, like, you know what I'm saying? We put so much emphasis on the business of marriage and not the marriage.
You spend money on the wedding. You're really excited about the wedding. It's the marriage gets lost.
Right. I'm telling you.
And I think one thing that we did, we got married Catholic, but my husband was in the military at the time. And we got married at the chapel next to Arlington Cemetery.
Nice.
The Catholic priest that married us, they don't do the regular pre-Cana. They did what they call a sponsor couple sessions. And I think that was really helpful because I came from parents who had split up for a little while and got back together. He came from a divorced family. So both of our perceptions were very different on what normal was. But sitting down and having those real conversations, and no offense to the priests out there, but they haven't done it. They don't know what real life situations are. We talked about things like kids. We talked about things like what's the most amount of money one of us could spend without asking the other.
Oh, yeah. Like, all that stuff is so important. People who are not having those conversations before they get married, I'm telling you, when Michael and I were on our second date, I asked him if we had a son and he was gay, would he throw him out? And Michael almost choked on his drink. And he was like, no, but that's what was important to me.
It's a conversation.
I need to know who you are. I need to know who you are, like, when the lights go out and we can't pay our bills, who do you become? Who are you? I need to know if we're pregnant and the baby has significant birth issue, whatever. How do you feel about abortion? Or how do you, I need to know who I'm marrying. I need to know all of those things are important to me. And I'm lucky Father Bob did our pre-marriage counseling. And Father Bob asked some questions. Father Bob asked, if one of y'all can't have sex anymore, if there's a physical ailment and one of you cannot have sex, does this become an open marriage? Does this become and I was like, is Father Bob, what are you doing? And he was like, you would be amazed at the kinds of issues that come out. You know what I'm saying? Like when you get married. So anyway, I appreciate you chiming in. I think it's really important that we have these honest conversations about marriage. And I love you, and I'm glad you're still in it. And if there comes a time you aren't, I'm here. And if you stay in it forever, I'm here. And so that's great. And I love you.
I love you. And thanks for picking up on me.
I'm sure. And have a great day.
You too.
Bye. Okay. So I think we all pretty much get it. You know what I mean? Let's see what the questions are. Okay. There's no real questions. Anyway, this is like my sweet friend Corey. Hi, baby girl.
Hi.
How are you, my love?
It's Kate. call me out. Hold on, I gotta go outside. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. Happy anniversary.
Thank you, my love. Are you in Arizona? Where are you?
We're in Tucson right now.
I knew it.
Arizona.
I knew it.
We are. We're actually going to head out in a couple weeks, getting out of this heat.
How many years have you guys been married, Cor?
We'll be 14 in July.
Okay, so you're like just less than a year ahead of us. How's it going?
Yep. It's, you nail it spot on. It's work. There's good days, there's bad days. You want to bury them. You want to celebrate another day.
Right.
So I love your whole, we made another week, because some weeks are easier, some weeks are in this whole home quarantine,
And it's so funny. It's so funny that when I first started it, people were so annoyed. Oh my God, she has to celebrate every week. She's so extra. I'm like, you know what?
No.
There are sometimes I celebrate the day. There are sometimes I don't even think I'm going to make it the day.
It's true. It's true.
And this woman asked, how do you bring yourself to voice the issues you're having? I have a problem explaining exactly how I feel in a way he will understand. If you can't say it, write it. To put it in a text message and text it to him. There are so many ways to communicate now if you want to communicate. And sometimes I get a better response from Michael through text than I do through conversation. Because he's such an Aquarius, he can't handle anything that feels like confrontation.
And it's funny because I'm an Aquarius, and you and Randy, your birthdays are a day apart. And it's things that you say, I'm like, God, they're so alike. And then there's certain things you say, Michael said, I'm like, God, that's kind of me.
Oh, I am Randy and you are Michael. There's no question. So I know what your marriage is like. I know it.
What's that?
I know what your marriage is like. Let me ask you an honest question. Do you find that Randy initiates sex more?
Yeah.
He does, right?
He wants it way more than I do.
Well, is it that he wants it more or that he's more vocal about it more?
More vocal. He's more vocal.
Right. Because I just think that Aquarius, it's not their love language. It's not your love language. It's physical touch is not your love language. So do you know what your love language is?
No, and I need to actually read up on it.
Well, it's either physical touch, words of affirmation, quality time, acts of service, or gifts.
I'm more words of
Affirmation?
affirmation.
Okay, you like to hear nice things?
I like to hear nice things. It's a help build up where I could do away with gifts. I could do away with.
I know.
I like quality time, but it's once I hit, okay, I'm done.
That's the Aquarius in you, because physical touch is not your love language. Most Aquarius are acts of service. Do think help me with the kids, take the kids out so I can have a few hours, change the garbage, blah, blah, blah. Most, not all. There's exceptions to every rule. But I think it's all a matter of, well, anyway, I don't even know if love language has to do with this conversation, because I'm just trying to let people know that marriage is hard. It's so hard.
It's just hard, and it's people that you can't, I hate the people that pretend like their marriage is perfect every day, because it's not. And don't pretend it is. Don't put yourself up on pedestals, because there's no perfect.
At all. At all. No, and you guys have what? How many kids?
2. And they're what are mine?
14 months apart, girl.
So
14
I
months
have
apart.
a daughter that, she's 12, but she's more like 16, 17. She's way too mature for her age, and she thinks that she knows she can do it all because mom does it all.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's how we learn, right?
You're 12. You're 12.
Just so everybody knows, Corey and I have been friends for as long as I've been married. Corey and I met in a group online of women trying to conceive. And there's how many of us, Core?
I think there's 13 of us.
So we are all 13 of us have been friends for 13 years.
It's gotta be, yeah.
And we have been on this journey together, trying to conceive, tracking our fertility. I know more about this girl's cervical mucus than anybody should know about anybody's cervical mucus. But we have supported each other through pregnancy, infertility, baby loss, babies coming, more babies coming, marriage issues, second marriages, prolapse uteruses. Oh my God. Heart surgery, heart disease, heart surgeries, so many things. It is amazing the friendships you can make online.
It's true.
I love you, Core.
You're true. I love you too. I hope you guys have a good day.
Thank you, my love. I'll talk to you soon.
All right, love
Bye,
you.
baby. Bye. So cool to have friends that you make online and you keep for years and years and years and years and years. Love. Anyway, if you want a perfect marriage, I don't know where it is, but if you find it, that's super awesome and great. If you want a real marriage, you can just follow Michael and I, and because that's where we are. No, Melanie, absolutely not. It is possible. She said having a happy marriage where 99% of the time we are truly happy doesn't make us delusional. But you got married in your 40s and you look like you're in your 40s. So I'm guessing you've only been married like a few years. But look, if you're the exception, girl, if you are happy 99% of the time, sis, write a book. Write a book, because we need to know. I am a Libra Scorpio cusp. I'm the 21st of October. Yes, perfect marriage is in the same place as delicious non-fat desserts. Yes, that is so true. So for those of you who are covered in Band-Aids also, I love you so much today. Have a great, great day.